So right now I'm sitting here, I'm waiting for my Euro sandwich that a good friend helped send my way, and thinking about what's been happening for, I guess about 2 weeks now. Today's the 7th of July, and I think it was the 25th of June of last month that the planet started you know, invoke some kind of chaos. Um, there was a solar eclipse a few days ago, and then there's going to be a lunar eclipse on, I believe, the 13th. So we're in the middle of some really intense energies that seem to be taking kind of a polarity dynamic. So what I'm imagining is in light of the experiences that I've had, that, the other planets in our solar system are reacting or trying to proactively change their dynamic with themselves and with us and with each other. And it's been maddening. People for centuries have talked about the influence of Mercury going retrograde on humanity and on our psyche and on equipment. And now that we're in a technological age, it's evident the effects. Not everybody's going to be able to see it or notice it. And people that are looking for the pattern might see it when it's not really there. But I've seen things do stuff that shouldn't happen, because a computer, by definition, is computing what it's been taught to do. And there's very strict rules about what it can do and what it can't do. If it doesn't know that something can be done, it's not going to do it. Well, I've seen weird shit, okay? And the main thing that I'm dealing with in the middle of this is the loss of functionality of a Microsoft Surface Pro 4 with Windows 10 64-bit operating system on it that I've found to be a miraculous piece of machinery, but unfortunately it has some flaws in its hardware design that cause it to overheat and cause other things to malfunction in it, both the environmental software aspect and the amount of load that it can take with external hardware and accessories and things like that. So I've been participating in the Windows Insider program to receive beta builds of the operating system and try to, help identify things that could improve with the product and give my feedback. And I thought I was doing a good thing with this, but now, with some input of, some friends of mine of what they think about the experience, I think it's starting to become kind of the flagship scenario that's become the norm, with technological companies giving us things that are designed to break and designed to make them more money. And in the meantime, to pretty much ridicule their customers when they need support by answering their questions as though the Microsoft employee was actually not an employee, but a brainwashed robot that is designed to read off of a script no matter what the initial post says. So I know I'm not the only one that's seen this, and all you geeks out there are going to relate to this, and maybe you're the geeks that work at Microsoft and you relate to something completely different. And that's what I will never understand, is why people that are contributing to the continuance of a company that's represented, some of the darker aspects of capitalism and also some of the finer aspects of human creativity and ingenuity. Because what else are our choices? We don't have, as citizens of the world, the freedom and the resources to build our own designed, computing machine and operating system. We'd pretty much be having to do it from scratch, because everything that's already out there is either open source and has to be piecemealed together, or it's proprietarily copyrighted and can be thrown in prison for, incorporating the code if you don't have proper authorization, through Microsoft or whoever it is, Apple or whoever. So I'm just making this video because I know there's a lot of people out there who are computer users, whether they be expert or just beginning, or whether they're young or old, who don't understand, what's going on behind the scenes, and they're going to encounter things in their life where they bought these devices and they spent a lot of money to have a good time with their family or produce something creative, and end up having their hearts broken and breaking the bank to try to replace things and stuff like that. And that's not cool, man. If you're the CEO of Microsoft or whoever you are out there, you think that that's the cool way to do business, you're going to find very short-lived celebratory phase of your life, so you got a little bit more money. So what? Nobody's going to like you, and people are not going to keep buying your products. So why don't you change your attitude and change your business model and actually listen to your customers and improve the design and help them, and maybe even replace things every once in a while that cost you absolutely nothing to reproduce. That's all I got. This is about as boring as a video could possibly be by one such as myself. So that's why I'm wearing the hat. It's keeping me safe, and it's keeping you tuned. You'll hear me on the radio.